Here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to all the hype.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. Scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And that is incomplete, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And his throw here.
You're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they'll get him down.
I wish a guy of his caliber runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away. Going across the formation, he finds Fryermuth at the Steelers' 38-yard line. They run with Hines. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 4. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane. And
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And this carry, despite the good move,
wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the yard line. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
Game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
And he showed it about a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marshawn Lynch. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went. See the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind that play before it got started. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And they're 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defense doesn't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
They run on 1st down with Jackson, and nothing doing. He's immediately officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. We'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 3rd and long for Prescott. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Get to the football. It's blocked. Play to get in there and block it. But how about their awareness to scoop it? Have the nice return, Charles. Talk about a momentum swing. I think we just saw it. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the Falcons now, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. As a former defender, I cause all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Steelers use 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder it could cost them a ball game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Johnson, 91 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield.
In the end zone. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly, they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Falcons grab it. Room here to run. Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments is nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the defensive.
And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're
final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott. That is caught. It's the tight end, Jeremy Shockey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
How about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 3 to the 33. They'll throw again. Prescott. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball.
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 37.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this.
Well, right now, you name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play.
And that makes the score 28-0. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they can...
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you protect this quarterback, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A very nice punt. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Good plays have him on the move on first down. They run again with Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
He's near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing on, they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fight.
They'll run for it with Hines. He didn't get the touchdown, but but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll try to run with Hines, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man,
and he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense and other plays for other people to have big games as well.
On second down, right back to Hines. And he'll go down at the 20.
And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll just plow right. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it out to his left. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.